So there's one of two ways that you can fly this quadcopter. The first way is to utilize the remote. Now what's interesting about this remote is it's a gyro stabilized remote controller, meaning when you calibrate this remote control to the quadcopter, you need to keep this remote level as you're calibrating it. Why? Because when you tilt the remote forward, the quadcopter will fly forward. When you tilt the remote backwards, the quadcopter will fly backwards. Now, this joystick here is only to pivot the quadcopter's point of view, or rotate it, in other words. Otherwise, it's pretty straightforward and simple. You have your camera button here. You've got your adjustment buttons here. If you hold down on the bottom button, it's an emergency cutoff in case the quadcopter gets too far out of control. Now, the second way you can fly this is by using the app on your cell phone or mobile device. Now, this is available for iOS and Android. However, if you are using a cell phone or mobile device that is not Android or iOS, you're still in luck because you can still use this nifty controller they provide with this. This also comes with a battery charger, a set of 4 props, and prop nuts, along with this really cool case. This case has storage compartments for all your spare parts, remote controller, and the quadcopter itself. So the one thing I wish they would have included on this remote controller is some sort of a hand lanyard, a rope that came off the bottom of the controller so you don't accidentally drop it as you're flying it and have a catastrophe happen. Other than that, it does fit nice and snug in your hand, and I mean, you get a good grip on that. As long as you're not messing around, that remote control is not going anywhere. Okay, let's take this thing outside for a test flight.
Okay, so here we are. It's fairly quiet. We'll lift off here. And we'll go ahead and fly it around. Pretty calm, nice night here. We're just going to lean forward on the throttle stick here. It's pretty easy to fly. Now they say the range on this is about 90 feet or so. As you can see, there's not a whole lot of oscillation or anything. Let's bring it down in for a little close-up. Yeah. You can see it flies pretty nicely. Let's see how high up we can go here. Yeah, it's a ways up there. Still flying really nicely. The wind's kind of jarring it around a little bit, but yeah. So this thing flies really nice, worth the $40, and it is fun once you get used to flying with this little hand control. I mean, it's tricky at first. And we're not turning on a dime, but it does the job. And we're at about 100 feet right here.
I would recommend this quadcopter. It's fun to fly, that's why. This gyro stabilized gravitational sensing remote controller is just a ball. I felt like I was playing the Wii with a drone.